Good morning, people. How y'all doing today? So I just want to come on here real quick before I get started. This is Kyle talking about faith, fitness, finance, youth and relationships, lifestyle balance. So today I want to get up on here, and as you get older, right now, I'm 44 years old. Everything to me, I feel like my focus level and where I want to be at presently, and also where I want to see myself in the future, how I see myself living in the future, and just looking, being observant, it's at an all-time high. I ain't had this eye when I'm in my 20s. My 20s is everything is adventure, have fun, on the go, no one be home, just spending money, enjoying every little second of the day, Monday to Monday. 30s, you know what I mean, you start getting a little, okay, where you at? You start thinking it's a slightly below as your bills getting paid, you still trying to do the same thing. That for me. But it opened my eyes slightly in my 30s, as long as I'm paying my bills correctly and I've got like no credit card debt, okay, I'm good, you know what I mean? I expected to have a car note or paying like the minimum on credit cards and stuff of that nature, probably in my 20s, and maybe like 30, I said, take away the credit cards, but everything else should be the same way. But now in my 40s, I'm looking around, and some things just disgusting me because it feel like we shouldn't always be in grind mode. We shouldn't always. I feel like there's no deadline to work, or work shouldn't be my identity, or just always chasing the bag and chasing the bag more than just living and just doing things that you want to do when you want to do it. And it's like it become a cycle of things. And the only way you will get out the grind mode is you gotta cut this debt. And one of the best decisions, I would say, me reading that Dave Ramsey book made me look at finances differently. Even though sometimes he go hard on his channel and in his book, you start to see after you read it, sometimes it hits you, but even when I did the Dave Ramsey book, it's called the Total Money Makeover. I did that book, and I read the book when I was 30. And I actually followed the steps, got it. Then when I put that book to the side, I said, okay, I ain't gonna get back into no debt. I was still living life quickly, but I wasn't preparing myself for the future me, like investing. And that compound interest is killing me because I should have did it then. Really invested in and not take out from my 401. Yeah, I did. I talked about it in my old video. You can check it out. And once I got to 35, that's when I said, oh, I took out all my 401 out my previous employer, the Navy, and I started over fresh at 35, putting money into the 401. And I talk about it in other videos as well, because I just hit my 100,000 mark in April of 2024. But it took almost 9 years to actually attain. But now I'm looking at myself like I'm 44, and I feel that I don't want to be working to 65, 70. And now when you walk around nowadays, it's like my eyes is open. I see more and more people working later in life now, going back to the job force. People who never prepared for retirement, don't got nothing saved for retirement. And I feel society is broadcasting, the media and how we living is broadcasting more of getting in debt. If y'all look at Afterpay, credit cards, they got so many different versions of Afterpay now. Everybody's relying on it. Everybody's just relying on debt. And debt is actually going to have you working harder and harder, and you're going to live less and less. And your job and grind is going to be all constantly now. It's going to be to a point people working 2 or 3 jobs and just like always on grind mode, always hyping like, oh, my grind. Like, no, I just want to be living now. But you have to get rid of the debt. Now, I feel like I'm going so hard now, and I'm being hard on myself with people around me saying, Kyle, you can take it easy, because as you know, I'm 44, I don't got no debt besides my mortgage. No credit cards, no loans, no Afterpay, no nothing besides my mortgage. But I'm treating myself as if I'm on baby step 2. If you know Dave Ramsey steps, baby step 1 is establish $1,000. Baby step 2 is paying down all your debt without the exception of your mortgage. But I'm treating everything right now, all my debt needs to be paid off. And I only got, give and take, 11 more months to pay off my mortgage. But I'm still investing in my 401. I'm doing the 15%. But I'm going to move it up once I finish this mortgage, move it back up to 25%. But I'm needing to pay off this debt. Even though some people just look at mortgage as a good debt, I don't look at it as a good debt because I'm living in the place. It's a single family house. And eventually stuff will start breaking down and I need to be prepared for it. So right now, my focus is just getting this debt down and contemplating when I can go to a part-time job and when I feel I'm going to retire in my life. Because my golden number right now is between 55 and 59. I don't see myself looking past the age of 60, but I'm more trying to shoot for 55 years old. But I have to have my debt paid down and also I consistently contribute to my 401 and other retirement tools. People working in the gym, swimming weights, but consistently working on my 401 and also other type of retirement from your brokerage account, CDs, or whatever the case may be to keep that income coming in and also live off that interest of that income. But I need y'all to actually pay down your debt. Right now we're going through some critical times. I think right now, I think I don't got a crystal ball to say what's going to happen in the future, but if you see, the job market is about to collapse in my eyes. I know at my job right now, I talked about it before, but at my job now, they got something called Copilot. It's like an AI tool, and it's actually cool too. I use it all the time now, and I be telling myself like this Copilot is about to take my job in a sense because it actually is a good tool, but a lot of jobs going to be cut. Now you probably need a personnel to operate it in the beginning stages and stuff, but now you probably need more manpower. In my mind, even from like you go to your warehouse job, they're gonna have new machines in that sector. In the baking sector, they're gonna have stuff that will be automated where the customer talks to them automatically. Stuff is coming down the pipeline. So right now we need to get ahead of the curve. And right now, I always tell people, you gotta lock in. Like I've been doing this lock-in stage for almost 2.5 years now, and in that 2.5 years, I paid down mostly all my debt. 3 years, probably a little over 3 years, once I complete this challenge, I'll be paid off my mortgage. So in that 3 years, you could do significantly, pay down all your debt significantly down to zero. And now you can live a better life. So anything that do happen in the pipeline, you prepare for it. You got that emergency fund, and your lifestyle and your life cost is so far down, you can manage off any type of job. I don't care what it is. So you can manage without working for a little bit. So I just need y'all to start looking around and seeing how things going and seeing how much you're dependent on your 9 to 5. And sometimes it's to a point you're living above our means, because our 9 to 5 is not even supplying everything that's coming in. So it's like, okay, you paying a little bit on here, and you're gonna save it, pay the interest, you're gonna do a loan, you're gonna pay it on Apple Pay, you're gonna shut the payments out. So now the bank will get more interest from you. So it's gonna have you working longer and longer and longer, and you're gonna feel like you drowning each and every month. And it's gonna make you frustrated because now you can't worry about other things in your life, from your health, your kids, your family, just having fun, knowing your identity. So it's like, and start thinking about retirement. Most of my people that go watch this or be on my social media is in the 40 years old and higher for the most part. Unless some of my military friends, they probably ain't 35, you know what I mean, they're 30s. So start thinking about how you see yourself retiring. Don't let your job be your identity. Like, tell yourself that you could retire when you want to retire, but you have to do a lot of planning, you got to do a lot of sacrifice, and also you got to be able to lock in. If you know, we all know retirement is coming. If you don't lock in at a certain stage of your life and say, okay, I gotta put this in the front of my mind, it's gonna be a rough time. And now you go feel like you working to the day you die. You know what I mean? To the day you can't work anymore. And now you struggle in your elder age. You can't be as mobile and apply for jobs. Right now, it's hard for 30 people, if you're 30s and you're 40, it's hard to find a job now. So imagine if things go left and you're trying to find a job in your 50s or 60s or 70s, it's going to be extremely hard. So I just want y'all to just say to yourself and look at your debt and say, okay, I need to get this debt down, no matter what. I don't care this next 1 year, 2 years, I don't care if I gotta work 2 jobs, or whatever you gotta do for the next year or 2 years, pay down all your debt. Get ready for this, because something's about to change. I don't know, I feel something in the air that something's about to change, and I've been walking around like lately and saying like I feel a change is about to happen. I feel like the job market is about to collapse, where you're going to start seeing massive layoffs. Right now we're seeing some layoffs, but I feel massive layoffs, especially once this AI start picking up and really get like circulating through. You see it circulating right now, but once it get fully up, I think a lot of cuts will be made, and the cuts will come with the employer, because they ain't gonna complain. There's no unions with AI. There's no and they can produce the same job to a certain extent. But I don't want to hold y'all. I just thought about this just now, and I'm still thinking how I'm gonna escape this rat race myself. And if I feel 55 is the age for me to try to retire, or I'm going to retire, I'll have to start making my plan and go hard. So I'm walking through this journey as same as you, and I want y'all to walk through this journey with me. Comment on some things that you think I should do right now in my life right now, or things that you're practicing right now to get yourself out of debt. But until the next video, y'all take care. Enjoy a thing called life the best way you can. Practice a lifestyle balance from your faith, fitness, financing, you, and relationships, and everything will be great. All right, to the next video.